Uplanders have been asking for it, and now it's finally here. Players are now able to create multiple structures on the exact same property. Why is this such a huge deal, and why is Upland implementing this now? At every opportunity, I've seen Uplanders asking for this feature to be added, and I personally was very pessimistic. I did not think that Upland would never implement this. Having the ability to build multiple structures and multiple types of structures on the same property is going to be critical, especially with the implementation of these new Uppies feature. You can think of Uppies as real digital citizens with personalities, interests, and unique stories. They are looking for a place not just to live in the metaverse, but they're looking for a place to thrive. And your ability to attract these Uppies not only to your neighborhood, but also to your property are important aspects that are coming to Upland.
I'm YK2012, founder of the Upland Guide. I'm here to unlock the secrets of the Upland Metaverse. On this channel, you can find everything you need to build your Upland empire. Expert tutorials, winning strategies, pro tips and tricks, and a lot more. Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to stay ahead of the game. Remember, knowledge is power, and in the Upland Metaverse, that knowledge is truly your most valuable asset.
When you look at a property like this one, which is right across from the train station in Chicago, you can see that it is quite a large property at 167 up squared. But when I head over to the playground, you actually see that it's not very wide. You can see that it's a rectangle, but it's much longer than it is wide. And you can see that many structures probably won't properly fit on this. Even this apartment is a little too big to fit on this property. So it seems like quite a waste if I was only going to be able to build one structure on top of this. And now you can see that I will be able to better utilize all of the space on this property. I've got a restaurant over here, and I've got a number of options of different types of structures that I can add. Adding more residential units will be able to attract more Uppies to your properties, but you're still going to need to have a lot of variety in your neighborhood. So that means transportation, service structures, meta-ventures, map assets, structure ornaments, and a lot more. Having a thriving economy in your neighborhood is also going to be important to attract Uppies, and MetaVentures tie directly into that. It's important to note that on any one property, you can only have a maximum of one MetaVenture on it. Another super important thing to know is that unlike map assets, you're still unable to move your structures. So if you found that you don't like where you had initially positioned your first structure, the only way to move that is by demolishing it and rebuilding it. One of the important metrics when it comes to Uppies is your ability to directly influence them to come to your neighborhood. This is your influence score. Now, when we talk about land utilization, you're going to be able to utilize more space on your properties for structures. So as I said, with the ability to put more structures on a property, you're going to be able to utilize your land in a much more efficient and better way. This opens up another interesting question that players can ask themselves, and that's, do I need a lot of properties, or do I just need a couple of very large ones, where at the end of the day, all of the structures that you might want to be able to put on them might be able to fit in one very large property. There's no doubt that this feature is definitely a huge game changer in how Uplanders are going to be able to think and strategize around building up their communities and the whole metaverse. Let me know how you're going to be taking advantage of this new feature.